Okay guys, so I just climbed Dorion Tower at the top. There's my guide, wave. And I'll show you guys the bottom. And I'm gonna stand, but I'm not gonna take my phone out because I'm shaking like a leaf. All right, cheers. Okay guys, so this is vlog number 6 for day 7. This ended up actually being my last day. I left yesterday right after my climb, like directly from my climb. I started heading back, and so I got home today at like 2:40, I think. So yeah, I've been home all day. Finally showered, clean face, don't smell bad. So the first clip you saw in this video was me on the top of Dorion. So I want to make sure I put the sound up so you can hear my breathing. I was shaking. It was terrifying standing on top of Dorion. The climb itself wasn't bad, but definitely standing was terrifying. So I was to meet the 2 other climbers as well as the instructor at 9. Just at kind of like the fork in the road. The 2 other guys that were doing the climb with me, they had a Camry, so their car couldn't clear the road. So I told them that I was going to drive them. So I'm on my way. I can see the 2 cars already that are waiting at the fork, and I look in the field, and so this was like where I saw the bear a couple days ago. Like it was on this trail. So I look over, and then there's a bear in the field. So I start honking and whistling. He doesn't not even phase. Probably the same bear, because this bear didn't even care that I was there before. So I got a video of that, and I'll put it in this video too. So yeah, I got to the meetup. So it was me, Aric, and Jules. Aric and Jules both belayed, and Aric was like the kind of instructor and the owner of Outdoor Skills and Thrills. Their dog, or his dog, Summit. And then the 2 other guys, Halil and Ben. And they were both from Toronto. And so they've actually climbed before. They've climbed some crazy places like Brazil and a few other places they were telling me about. So they definitely had a lot more experience than me. I haven't climbed since I was about 10. And I think it was like a class trip. So it's been a while. So we made up our way up the rough road. The hike in itself took about half an hour. Halfway through the hike, we had to put our helmets on. It was really, really rocky terrain. You had to use all your limbs to get down. I definitely wore my hiking shoes. So, I mean, there was no slipping on my part, but you needed good shoes. Part of the trail as well. I mean, Aric had put it in a rope so you could hold the rope because it was really steep. Like you needed the rope to get up and you needed it to get down. So, got down there. Aric had been there the day before, so on Saturday with a group. So he had all the stuff already set up, which was pretty awesome. So he literally just did a test run to make sure everything was stable, make sure it was working okay. And I volunteered to go first up. So like I said, I haven't gone since I was 10. So we did like a practice run, probably, I want to say maybe only 10 feet up the actual climb. And then, so Jules had me so she's like, I want you to feel how it's going to feel when I pull the rope. I want you to feel how it's going to feel when I let go. If you decide to stand on the top, this is how it's going to feel. And then lowering me. So we had to practice that. So at that point, I was pretty confident in going up. Like I was not scared going up the tower at all. It was just from top to stand and getting down that I was super, super nervous about. So a little less than halfway up the tower, you can stop and you can look through. There's like a crack, and you'll see it in the videos that I show you. There's a crack in it, and you can look through. It's like so beautiful. Like it is unreal to be just standing there. It's breathtaking. I'll show you the picture. The picture doesn't do it justice though, but it was amazing, and it was super warm too. So like you got a little bit of a breeze, so it's nice. A few of the steps getting up from the base were quite tricky. Like I couldn't see kind of around, so I was just kind of like yelling down, like, am I missing? Like, is there a hole that I don't see? Like there was one part I should have put my foot. I couldn't fit my foot. Like my foot, I have a wide foot. I couldn't fit it in the crevice, but we figured out a way. So I kept on trekking, and I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. They said I did pretty good, so I don't know if they're just telling me that to give me confidence or what, but I think I went up pretty quickly. Got to the top. So it was like 3 tiers. So you get to the top, and then once you go higher than where the anchor is, so if you fall, like at least the anchor's always above you, but if you fall, you have to fall to the anchor's height. So I mean, it's dangerous. So I got on the first platform, sat down, and then kind of scooched up on the second platform, sitting down, and then I got to the top. And then so I kind of reached out to Aric, and I was like, okay, so how should I do this? And he's like, only if you feel stable. He's like, I just do a crab, sit in the crab position, and then up. So I did that. I was super shaky. My breathing is so bad. It's hilarious, actually, looking back at the video. I was like freaking out, and so I wanted to take a decent video, but I was just like shaking and just quickly. So that's up there, whatever. Aric got some wicked shots though. He was across the way, and you'll see where he was standing, because Jules was belaying us. So he got some wicked shots, and I'm going to include them in this video as well. That's why this video might be a little bit late. Yeah, so then coming down, definitely freaking out. Kind of forgot everything that I was supposed to do. I was holding onto the rope with both hands, and then you do the pencil, and you don't want to do that. You want your legs spread, and then it kind of walking down. So Aric kind of got not stern, but he was just like, Ashley, you need to spread your legs and walk down. You can't hold the rope. I'm like, okay. And then it was fine. It was fine. We went down pretty slow. It was good. I was fine. Yeah, it was unreal. Like it was amazing. I kind of have like a climber's itch now. I kind of, there's ice climbing and things you can do. So that would be pretty awesome. So I might look into that perhaps. So yeah, so we all did our climb. The guys did their climb. They did fantastic. Jules hadn't climbed it before, and so she climbed it too, which was pretty cool. And then I drove the boys back to their car. We had a beer at the bottom, and no drinking during the exercise. We were not drinking during the exercise, but I usually have a beer at the summit. So since I couldn't have one at the summit, we had one at the trailhead. And then I headed off. So filled up the gas tank, grabbed a couple energy drinks, and I was just on cloud 9. Plan was Crown Land, but I mean, 8 o'clock hit and I was still roaring. I got back to, where was my first stop? I first stopped at Old Woman Bay again. So I sat there for a little bit. I loved it there. There in Catherine Cove was just unreal. So I stopped both places. Catherine Cove a little bit longer. I just sent out a few text messages. I knew I wasn't gonna have service for a little bit. I kind of looked at the map, and then I figured I'd probably try to stay on Crown Land close to the bottom of Lake Superior, like kind of before, say, Sault Ste. Marie. Again, I got into Sault Ste. Marie. It was still light out. I wasn't tired. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just pound it a little bit more. And I mean, before I knew it, it was like 11:30. 12:30 hit, and then I hit like a wall. So I pulled off into like a little town, and I didn't set up my whole car like how I normally do. My plan was just to have a nap, get up, and then keep going, and then have naps until I got home. I should have been home if I drove straight by 6 o'clock in the morning. So I ended up sleeping probably 12:30 to 1-ish to about 5:30 in the morning. And then I got up again, and then I was almost at Barrie, and then I just hit a wall. Like I could barely keep my eyes open. So I pulled off, and 45-minute nap, and then I powered through. So I was home by 2:30. Yeah, so all in all, it was an amazing trip. I calculated the gas. I think I spent a little under $400 for 4,000 kilometers. I think that's right. I think it was like 350 or 3, and I have a full tank right now. So I mean, technically it was less than that. Camping for 2 nights, $55 for one, and then it was $65, I think, for the other. So basically 120. My master 120, and then my Airbnbs I think totaled around a little under 4. So I mean, all in all, it was under $1,000 for the necessities, and then my excursions and spending money on food and stuff. I didn't count that. That's not bad for a week. I had a wicked time. Super pumped that I did it. I have the traveler's itch again. I probably should have stayed an extra day, but I was definitely ready for bed. Like, I had a really shitty sleep yesterday. I came home and my ankles were so swollen. So yeah, I'm totally pumped to be home. I have a couple days off before I go back to work. I got COVID swab today. I have no symptoms. I don't feel sick, no fever. And no runny nose, no cough, nothing. Like, I have no symptoms. I can taste everything. I can smell everything. It was just, I traveled so much, and because I am a nurse, I just wanted to make sure that I don't bring anything back. So I went and got swabbed. I've always been on the other end of the swabbing, so I am so sorry for anyone that I've ever swabbed. It was not comfortable. So yeah, so this video will come out as soon as I get the photos from Aric, and I will, I'll tag him in the bottom for his climbing, and you can go on his website, and he has climbing packages, ice in the winter, and then rock climbing in the summer. And he also teaches advanced skills too. So definitely, if you're into climbing, check that out. It'll be linked in the bio. And he took a lot of these pictures. I will also give him the credit for the ones that he did. Awesome. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if I rambled a lot in this video. It was a sick day. And I hope you can see that from the videos.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up one more time.